The next big wave, in my opinion, is the use of sensors, and that includes... G'day. Well, when I was thinking about what are the big trends that are happening in the world in terms of technology, it struck me that the internet has so much data embedded in there, and there's a revolution coming now with things like ChatGPT and large language models, which really looks at that data and it does a much better job of making it accessible to us. Type of question, you get an answer. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. But that will only go so far because there's a limited amount of data there. The next big wave, in my opinion, is the use of sensors, and that includes cameras, but also multispectral and sensor fusion technologies that really sense the real world, the 3D, 4D space that's out there. This is the next big generation, and it's one of the reasons I got involved in AI vision systems. I can see there's enormous potential. If I go back in time and look at some other breakthroughs which have caused revolutions, one important one is the development of the lens for microscopes and telescopes. And you may be familiar with Galileo and the resistance he had to people when he talked about the Earth not being the center of the universe, and in fact the sun was. And he was persecuted for that, even though he was of course correct. It was just such a big departure from what people were used to that they couldn't accept it. Now we're in this revolution with AI vision technology, and I think we're all going to be surprised as to where it can take us and what we learn about the world when we open it up to AI vision capabilities and sensor fusion capabilities. That's the next big wave that I'm expecting and that I'm banking on and investing in and researching. If I go back nearly 30 years now, I was lucky enough to be working for a company called Nokia and putting cameras into phones, and people would say to me, why would you want a camera in a cell phone? Well, I think we understand that pretty clearly now. And that is great over the last 30 years. I've had this long, deep interest in it. And now we're seeing the AI component being added to that and creating AI vision capabilities. And that's really what I believe the next breakthroughs are going to be in science and technology and startups and companies and corporates. And I'm very happy to be a part of that. Thanks for watching.